Yamamoto, Commander-in-Chief of the Japanese Combined Fleet. Though opposed to war with the United States, Yamamoto believed that if Japan wanted to seize the European colonies in Southeast Asia, the U.S. fleet at Pearl Harbor would have to be knocked out first. He proposed to use Japan's first-line aircraft carriers and hundreds of planes in a massive surprise attack on Pearl Harbor. Before the Americans could rebuild their fleet, Japan could achieve her goals in Asia. It was a daring gamble. In July 1941, Japanese forces seized all of French Indochina. Fearing that Japan would use these Indochina bases for an attack on our garrisons in the Philippines, the United States government took action. President Franklin Roosevelt demanded an end to Japanese aggression. To back up his demands, he stopped all sales of American oil to Japan. Oil, the lifeblood of the Japanese war machine. Committed to the conquest of Asia, Japan could not meet American demands without great humiliation. The hardline military leaders had forced Japan into a position from which there was no exit but war. In October, a war leader, General Hideki Tojo, took over as Prime Minister.
Arrival at New York, en route to Washington. In a dramatic attempt to avert war in the Pacific, Saburo Kurosu comes as a special envoy of the Tokyo government.
Even as fruitless negotiations to lift the oil embargo continued in Washington, the Imperial Navy prepared to carry out Yamamoto's plan. On November 26th, a Japanese task force comprising 6 aircraft carriers with heavy escort, commanded by Admiral Chuichi Nagumo, headed for Hawaii. They must cross 4,000 miles of open sea undetected. The American military knew that a surprise Japanese attack on Hawaii was possible, and they thought they were prepared. The U.S. Pacific Fleet was commanded by Admiral Husband E. Kimmel. Admiral Kimmel sent out the fleet from Honolulu weekly on exercises, preparing for offensive operations in case of war with Japan. While in port, the defense of the fleet rested with the Army under the command of Lieutenant General Walter C. Short. An impressive array of coast artillery, anti-aircraft guns, and even an early form of radar protected Oahu's shores. Army fighters based at Wheeler and outlying airfields guarded the skies. Hickam Field's heavy bombers could strike an enemy fleet long before it could reach attack position. General Short believed, however, that the great danger was not air attack, but saboteurs. To make his aircraft easier to guard, he ordered them parked wingtip to wingtip, their guns unloaded, in the center of the airfields.